First, let me kind of step back and talk about intelligence in general, if I might. Intelligence is a vital part of fighting and winning the war against the terrorists. It is because the war against terrorists is a war against individuals, and he represents the nature of the enemy that we face. I dealt with the threat by taking the world, and it's an important part of the kind of lessons learned in Iraq and lessons learned in Afghanistan prior to us going in, lessons learned that we can apply to both Iran and North Korea, because we still have a dangerous world. And that's very important for, I think the people understand, I'm a war president. I make decisions here in the Oval Office in foreign policy matters with war on my mind. And again, I wish it wasn't true, but it is true.
Would you submit for questioning, though, to the 911 Commission?
Perhaps. Perhaps. You know, I don't testify. I mean, I'd be glad to visit with them. I'd be glad to share with them knowledge. I'd be glad to make recommendations if they ask for some. I want the truth to be known. I want there to be a full analysis done. And see, the danger of allowing for information that I get briefed on out in the public arena is that it could mean that the product that I receive or future presidents receive is somewhat guarded for fear of it being revealed, for fear of people saying, well, you know, we're going to second guess that which you told the president. I need good, honest information. But we have shared this information with suicide bombers. 2/3 of known al-Qaeda leaders, Osama bin Laden and Saddam Hussein. We have shared this information with both those gentlemen I trust, so they can get a better picture of what took place prior to September the 11th. And the more we learn about, you know, what took place in the past, the more we're going to be able to better prepare for a future attack. I and my team took the intelligence that was available to us, and we analyzed it. And it clearly said, we haven't found stocks yet, and there's theories as to where the stock that will help future presidents. And I based my decision on the best intelligence possible.
Of the systems that help regulate and help control the equity markets, the flow of currency, and around the entire world.
But we've got thousands of agents, allies on the hunt. These are people that'll kill in a moment's notice, and they'll kill innocent women and children. Again, just give you a sense of where I am on the intelligence systems of America. First of all, I strongly believe the CIA is ably led by George Tenet. We knew the fact that he was funding terrorist groups, whereas he was a dangerous man, and that was the intelligence I was using prior to the run-up to this war. Now, because this is a vital question. We want to harm America, and the worst nightmare scenario for any president. Because I don't think America can stand by and hope for the best from a madman. And remember, Tim, he had used weapons against his own people. Here's what we know, you know, at this moment. And you need to act. After all, you were the body that issued resolution after resolution after resolution, and he ignored those resolutions. The world through the UN Security Council said that we're unanimous in your danger. So it wasn't just me in the United States. The world thought he was dangerous and needed to be disarmed. And, of course, he defied the world once again. He had funded suicide bombers into Israel. He had terrorist connections. He had used weapons. First of all, I expected to find the weapons. Sitting behind this desk, individuals who have these kind of shadowy networks, individuals who deal with rogue nations. He's trying to avoid responsibility with the Iraqi intelligence. There was kind of lessons learned. We deal with those threats. He was a dangerous man in the dangerous part of the world. And I get as good an information as possible. Intelligence requires all kinds of assets to bring into the president. As good a product as possible for future presidents as well. And see, the danger of allowing for information that I get briefed on out in the public arena is that it could mean that the product that I receive or future presidents receive is somewhat guarded for fear of it being revealed.